There we go, much better. I'm like talking and I realize, oh great, mic didn't start. That was 100% my fault. But hello everyone, January 16th. It's part 2 of the Starbow Cup by ESL. I am your caster, Drekken, and I am going to be casting because on the team of ES Champ, I am one of the many and few people who really love Starbow. So you're gonna have to deal with me today, unfortunately, and not some of the other regular casters. But I think I'm gonna be pretty good because I've been reading up on it. What is that music playing in my background? I need it to stop. There we go. Music has stopped. Anyways, so let's move on forward. Today we're gonna go over a few games. As usual, I'm going to start off with an introduction about Starbow. So if you don't know how Starbow works or what it is, it's a mod for StarCraft 2 that combines the best of StarCraft 2 and some of the bests of Brood War. If you missed it yesterday, I'll go quickly over my explanation. You have the economy of StarCraft or Brood War, and then you have the units and a lot of the awesome like the sort of the hitboxes and the sort of the movements of StarCraft 1 and Brood War. The economy, I think, is really the biggest thing because you're going to see a lot of sort of close combat, sort of like more scrimmages, longer battles. You're going to see a lot more aggressive play is what I've noticed from watching Starbow as opposed to, say, StarCraft 2. It's more aggressive play. There's some of the things, like some of the units and abilities have been taken out, and there's a lot more caster units. Because you have the Defiler, you have the Arbiter. There's a lot more caster units have been put in Starbow than there is in StarCraft 2. Right, so things like the Terran have medics as opposed to the Medivacs, and the Zerg have Defilers, which I love. I really love the Defilers. Plague. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're not gonna stay. I'm not gonna chat too much about it. We're gonna go straight into the first game, and it's gonna be on. If my oops, there we go. There we go. All right, so let's start with some introductions. Spawning in the the bottom left-hand corner, it is the purple Protoss Rosen. This is all on EU, by the way. So, spawning in the top right-hand corner for Team ESC, Booty, the red Protoss. So, we're gonna one thing I like about these maps, or what I've noticed about these maps is sort of the positioning of a lot of the naturals. Well, not even the naturals, but some of the other bases that don't have gas. But this is kind of the exception because this is not a two-player map. But all the two-player maps actually have gas only sort of expansions at the top or in the middle, so that people have to contest over it. So that's something very interesting. This is not one of the two-player maps. This is Texas, so it's going to have a lot of extra gas minerals. One thing also is going to be really interesting about Starbow is when patch 2.1 comes out, essentially it's going to be free. Oh, I'm going a little scout already going. In patch 2.1, this game is going to be practically free, right? Because the arcade is free. So one thing you'll notice, the reason why he's scouting, because you always should scout, but you have to remember in Starbow, there are no Xel'Naga towers. Notice? No Xel'Naga towers. None. So what that means is you have to constantly be checking on your, checking on your opponent. Just like in Brood War, you have to constantly be scouting because you don't know when he's going to change strategies, when something is going to be different. You just have to really keep on top of it, and that's really the value of scouting. Now, StarCraft 2, obviously, the Xel'Naga Tower